Last night I go to do something and my fucking phone dies because of no memory. Screwed up a video I did and now I gotta redo it. I've opened up my vaults to my tapes. Cassette tapes, mind you. This tote and this tote. These are tapes I've bought, hell, even stolen a few here and there, or literally gotten given a gift or whatever, but mainly I bought most of all these tapes. And I used to go to a store called, that don't exist no more, but I do have it up, on video. And it was Red's, new and used. It was like a shop that sold new and used items. Literally, I don't know what happened to it. I think it went on the Jersey Turnpike, mind you. I used to have a freaking business card that said Red's Rip and Jip. And I do believe someone had that made up for not a novelty joke, but a true joke. I mean, a true, the guy used to rip people off, literally. And mind you, he used to be a fucking correctional officer or a sheriff. Or a retired sheriff. When there with their TVs, CDs, or, back in the day, tapes, VCRs, all kinds of stuff, and he'd sell high prices and buy it dirt cheap. And, but I used to, whatever, man, I used to get a lot of bargains for tapes, $3 to $4 per tape I'd get, because people didn't like the album or whatnot. He'd always get that too. Freaking people come in, I don't like this shit. Fucking throw it on the counter, sell it to him, and that'd be good for me. Now, in my tape collection, I got everything under the sun. I mean, literally, I got heavy metal, rock and roll, country, some country, Johnny Cash, mind you, rap. But I like the hardcore gangster rap. My niggas like Ice-T, Ice Cube, NWA, and the late great Easy motherfucking E is among my very top high ranked rappers. Even LL Cool J is in my one man, one rhyme, one rap, his own lyrics. Yeah, that's right. The list goes on, and last night I did all these tapes, but I gotta redo them because the video didn't record because I ran out of memory. Let's start off with the Home Invasion by Ice-T. That's right. And I believe this friggin' tape got banned, or a song got banned, but that was a rough album. This is also just after he came out with Body Count. And I sucks because I couldn't buy the other tape, but there was 2 tapes on the shelf that they were selling at Record Town, mind you. My sister-in-law got me a job in there. But I bought that tape and I only had $10, and the other one was $10, and I was like, $22, with tax and everything. I was like, shit. But I got the tape. I was a dummy and I opened it. Of course, Body Count got banned and pulled off the shelves because of the infamous Cop Killer song. But Ice-T, man, this guy is a motherfucking badass rapper, man, and I love him. He comes up with some stuff, boy, and even getting his break on Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. I don't know if that was his world premiere breakout of rapping, but he was, man, rhyming and rapping. You wouldn't even think he was working in the TV show, ISC, or, shit, the cop show there, but damn good album here. I recommend it. I don't know if you're going to get what I have, though, because like I said, if you can find the band song on this, you're good to go. You might want to not even play that maybe once or twice, or happen to burn it on another one so you don't ruin it. But My tape is, I don't know where the hell it is. Missing. Well, that's me. Back in them days, you didn't know it was gonna become such a cultural thing to keep and save. Now, Kiss, Creatures of the Night, War Machine is my favorite song on this damn friggin' album. That was my second favorite. And I mean, all the other ones are so much, they're good, but let Mo say so. I found out on an interview with these guys that Ace Frehley just took the picture on this case on the album cover too, and never played guitar once in this album, but it was fucking monstrous. I like it. This one, Destroyer and Lick It Up, and Revenge. I mean, probably the top heaviest albums I love from these guys, man. They literally ran the licks on this and gave it a frickin' anvil, the punch in your face type deal. With Kiss, man, I give him credit, even though Gene Simmons has been kind of screwing up with his comments lately, but I give that man a huge salute, donating a casket to the old late great legend Vinnie Pagdero. That's one thing I didn't know that he did, and I forgot about that actually, but yeah, they're good people on that. But I recommend, this tape, Creatures of the Night, compared to some of the new people of bands of today. I've been listening to AAF, boy, and they've been getting some, I don't know what the hell they've been playing, but oh my God. Sometimes I just want to do a little bit of ripping my eardrums out a little. Come on now, people. You better off going back in the 80s. That's right, 80's. Man, another band I like from the 80s, Kick-Ass. And I was going over with my wife about a week ago where I was telling a story about the video. And Cinderella, that's right. Now when I first heard of these guys, I'm like, who the fuck gonna name their band Cinderella? But when they came out with their hard, heavy licks, like night songs, and on this album, we got Save Me. One of my favorites is not even a hard riff song. It's like a slower, and it's a ballad, and it's called Changes. I recommend anybody to listen to that song. Very awesome song, but songs that came along and literally kick ass on these albums. And I mean their first album was a fucking huge ball wrecker. Long Cold Winter, I recommend the new band. Some new bands, not all of them. I give some credit where credit is due. I can't help the 80's, man. And here's where it started off with these guys and the joke I was going on with my wife. I believe the song that they were playing with the video. If you ever look up Headbangers Ball from MTV, when MTV was real. Music, mind you. Nobody's Fool. What the hell was it? I think somebody Save Me or Shake Me. Oh, night. Shake Me. That's right. At the end of it, I think it's either that one or Somebody Save Me, but they come off the stage, they go into their dressing room, and I was telling my wife, she never saw the video. I'm like, what the fuck, you grew up in the 80's, and you like these guys, and you never saw the video? And I don't know if anybody don't know, Cinderella made it big and got their debut due to Mr. Pretty Boy, John Bon Jovi. But you can't knock that guy, man. He's still kicking ass. Hey, he's still looking good, even though he ain't got his mullet no more, but he gave these guys a break. And at the end of the video, they're all coming off the stage, and the whole band there, Cinderella's walking to their dressing room, but two girls come laughing, yeah, baby. What do? They run right by him. They run to John Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Fuck souls. Moving on, another great album and another great artist, and the man, Mr. Billy Idol, punk rock. That's right. I loved him in the movie The Doors. He played a good part in that. It was funny shit. He's also good in The Wedding Singer too, man. That was fucking funny. And in The Doors, he's like, "Fuck you, Ray." But he's man, from Rebel Yell to friggin' this one is Whiplash Smile. And this guy, he fell apart, late 80s, early 90s, but I give this guy credit, man. He's been fucking rocking for so many years, and he might have just maybe burned out a little bit, but man, you can't undispute him being a awesome fucking musician, songwriter, and Stevie's pumped some good friggin' riffs with him. So to give him some credit where credit's due, another album and another artist you want to take notice besides back in the frickin' new days here where we got new artists that they peaches come from trees. Yeah, every time I hear that fucking song. I want to go back in time. We want to spice it up a little, get some wide fucking open. That's right, by Overkill. Now, Overkill began in 1985. Huge band in my life, the friggin' Hello from the Gutter. Every album, their newer albums, man, are fucking ballsy, heavy, kick-ass in your fucking teeth. And they haven't slowed down a bit. And I give these guys some credit where credit's due. Taking on a long, hard road to take, just like Metallica. You gotta keep them power riffs going and that fucking speed going, man. These guys have shown shine for the test of time, boy. Keep the power in their music. And I recommend this to anybody. One of my all-time favorite Overkill albums is Horoscope. Oh man, I love that song. And I love them fucking riffs in that. Bare Bones. Horoscope, the title track. Just total rip-ass, kick-ass, skin off your teeth, biting into the bone music. Another one, the Great Iron Maiden. Now, I got to see these guys at Ozfest 2001. Was it 2001? Yep. No, it was 1999, excuse me. I got to see Black Label Society. I got to see them. I got to see Slayer. And I get, after the cancer fight with Bruce Dickinson's, man. Huge salute to that man. Even though these guys were pretty good when before he came along, they had some damn good songs with their original singer, but he took them a little bit beyond the path of metal. And this album, I used to listen to like every night before I go to bed, and I'd stare at the live live album, Live After Death. And I don't know, something about that Eddie coming out of the graveyard with the moon. And I don't know, I was mesmerized about that album cover. I'd sit there and listen to Power Slave. And look at that album. Well, when I times that I was alone in my room and no one to hang out with. But the catchy songs on this album, and I love that fucking death. Of course, Aces High. Power Slave is an awesome fucking song. I love Los for Words. And Big Aurora, The Flash of the Blade, and my top songs on this. And it's just Flash of the Blade and the Los for Words. Can't even say that fucking goddamn word. Oh man, it's like me when I listen to that, I'm like traveling on a fucking highway, punching my fucking car to the max, and just speeding down there and letting everything blow through my head and clear your mind. That's all that the fucking album reminds me of. Every other album, man, I'm into. I mean, I did kind of fall out on Iron Maiden after Brave New World and stuff like Fear of the Dark. They got a little softer. They got a little, you know, a little unbeefy with their music. They got more stereotype. But I mean, everything from Power Slave to, you know, the Peace of Mind and all them albums, all the way up to about Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. I mean, A Stranger in a Strange Land. You know, stuff like that. That's not the album. That's the Lost in Time. Shit. Forget the album, but all them songs on them albums, man, just bring back fucking good memories of friends and everything. I mean, if I want to go into friend things, I go to Iron Maiden, I go to friggin', you know, Cinderella, I go to even Overkill. If I want to go back in the 70s to my childhood, I go back to this. Free for All, Ted Nugent, Cat Scratch Fever, Scream Dream. I mean, he fizzled out a little bit too, but, you know, his top albums that did keep him alive. Oh man, Uncle Ted, you fucking kick ass. Always respect this man. Love his politic views too. And the funny thing on this, I went to go try and sing a country song at karaoke one night. And I was trying to do Garth Brooks, Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up. And when I got up there and I heard my name, the guys at the DJ's like, oh yeah, we got out here again. Like, woo! Everybody's like, yeah! And he's like, we got him. Now we got him out here. We're going to get him to do some Free for All. Yeah, what was the song that I sang? Is that it? Is it Free for All? No, what is it? Damn it. Yeah, Free for All. They made me sing this song, title album, Free for All. I was like, what? What happened to my country song? He's like, no, man, we want you to play this one. So I don't know, I was like, they requested me to sing this song. I'm like, I guess that was that good. They wanted me to hear a rock song, not a fucking country song. So I guess the DJ took it in his mind that, like, I don't want to hear a country song. I want to hear Ted Nugent. So, oh, damn, all right. So I fucking did the best I could with Mr. Teddy. And I got a fucking standing ovation for that. I was like, oh, yeah, fucking shit. So I'm kind of glad they kicked me off the country song. I like that song from Garth Brooks. That's one of his fucking fast-moving songs. Ain't going down till the sun comes up. Yeah, driving around in a pickup truck, man, and fucking get in that song, man. Make you want to squeal your fucking tires out in the back road, dirt road, country setting and saying, yeehaw, that's right. But they wanted me to do the rockin'. AC/DC, blow up your video. Oh, I'll tell you, man, every time I hear an AC/DC album, whether with Brian Johnson and Bon Scott, these guys just fucking rock. No matter what they do, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If there's people out there saying all their albums and their songs sound the same, they all need a kick in their fucking balls. Nothing sounds the same. Maybe they had a song that had some lyrics in that they changed the lyrics and blah, blah, blah. No way these guys sound anything with their music the same. Everything comes out fucking beautiful, masterpiece. And it is sad that Malcolm has lost his life. And it is sad that Brian Johnson cannot fucking hear no more. Or he go literally deaf. So I don't know why he don't block his ears and just not lip sing, but use the TV monitor. Why does he need to hear the music when he can just look at a TV monitor and block them ears up? Hey, I'm sure the fucking bastard won't go deaf. But I don't know. Blow up your video though, man. Badass album. Of course, when I got this, as you can see, this is my original I bought off the shelf, and I cracked this case like this. I did this to fucking make the effect of fucking Angus kicking in my tape case. Crack! I was like, yeah, blow up your video, blow up my case. So I went on the cement, bang, bang, bang. Like, yeah, now that's better. Should have sold that shit like that. And I'm telling you, the case that I bought this, AC/DC, any album from them you listen to, badass, you'll never be disappointed. Damn Yankees, another Ted Nugent fucking project, boy. Tommy Shaw, Jack Blades, and I forget that guy's car. Nah, what the fuck was his name? Oh, shit. Carlito or something. I forget his name, but he's a fucking good stand-in drummer for people who screw up. And I think that's what he was. He's one of them drummers. If someone was, too drunk to play or too this or that, boom, call this guy. He's there. But damn Yankees, boy, a fucking masterpiece Ted put together with this man. Tommy Shaw, Jack Blades, two mesmerizing singers in two awesome fucking bands. Of course, Tommy Shaw being in the Styx, having 3 platinum albums in a row. No band has ever did that. Or no artist has ever done that yet. 3 platinum albums in a row. And to have these guys stand on stage with this album, and of course, Don't Tread on Me. Damn it, them 2 albums, I got them here somewhere. I got the other one in there. Fucking badass songs, man. All I got to say for that album is listen to it. Don't talk about it. Listen to it. The Bad Boys from Boston, that's right, Aerosmith. Classic Live 2, and I got one hanging around here too. Sometimes these guys put on, you get all the radio hits on these 2 albums. I literally put 2 songs, I think, on the end of these albums of my own. And, but yeah, everything you hear on the radio on these albums from classics that they've played, man, kick-ass music. Another band. Don't fucking sit there and stare at the album and look at songs you want to play. Just listen. Now this iconic man, another one, rest in peace. I'm gonna choke up talking about him. This man has put a significant trend in my heart for music. Anybody who does not listen to this man or any album, even the band that he played in, Elf, I recommend you to look it up on YouTube. Trying to Burn the Sun, I believe is the title. Fucking epic song. I don't know why they don't play it on classic rock radio station. I don't know why they don't play it on the radio at all, or even if they ever had. But that song to me, man, oh fuck. You want to talk about feel like floating in the air and flying and soaring like a bald eagle or a raven or a fucking red-tailed hawk. Freedom to that song. And this man come up with some badass riffs, heavy vocal. The melodies he wrote, lyrics, all just down the fucking earth, badass. And I'm talking about Mr. Ronnie James Dio. I Speed at Night, Holy Diver, anything, Dream Evil, Last in Line, this is, and Rainbow in the Dark. Even when he went back with Black Sabbath and did Dehumanizer, what a fucking album. Tony Iommi got out of his rough rut, made some fucking riffs that kick ass, and Dio just did what he did best and stood in and sang. But that man, any album from Dio, grab it, listen. Elf, grab it, listen. That's it. Here we have Onyx. I'll get back into rap. I do have more rap, but I didn't pull none out because, as you can see over there, my mess. Yeah, I'll be here all night. I got at least 1,000 fucking tapes. Back the fuck up. Hardcore fucking rap out here. They did come out with another one, and I think a third one, but this one put them on the top of the charts to my eyes. Sticky Fingers and the Bald-Headed Bastards. All of them, man, fucking badass on this album. And I also like them. You want to fucking hear a badass heavy metal riff from with these guys, pick up Judgment Night, the movie soundtrack. Onyx did a fucking awesome job in there too, and I give them props. It's just too bad they faded away, and Alice in Chains. Shit. There you go. You fucking, I always think of some other name I'm calling him. Lane Staley. Now, out of all the Seattle bands that have come up and emerged, this is my favorite. Second in place is Stone Temple Pilots. Third, Nirvana. But Alice in Chains is my number one Seattle band. And too bad that badness got to all of them. Suicide got to Chris Cornell. But I wasn't a huge fan of him. But I do give him props of his singing and vocals. But he is someone I'm going to talk about in another video, because to me, I think it's something more than just depression. But I'm going to go over that in another video. I've been meaning to do that. But this Alice in Chains, boy, every fucking album from these guys. Every album from, beginning to end. There's a couple songs here and there and then and there, but beginning to end, Alice in Chains, kick-ass, brilliant band. Brilliant riffs. And I recommend anybody to listen to these guys if they're into good heavy music or a good ballad. If you're not down with the heaviness for a while, you want to take a break, you go to their ballad songs. You get a good relaxation. You can sit back, you sit there, and you're kicked into your good zone. That's right. Alice in Chains. Whether you want it heavy or you want it ballad, they got it all. Kick ass. Twisted Sister. They were good back in 1984 when they headed out Stay Hungry and the second album. But they did have a bad fall, and man, I feel sorry for each and every one of them. Of course, Come Out and Play wasn't their most popular album, but it was good in ways, except for Leader of the Pack. I don't know what the fuck made him. Dean Snyder got his own radio show, boy, and I try and catch him every fucking House of Hair. Everybody want to get a good DJ in, gets good info on the 80's bands. He'll touch you up on everything you need to know. And I think they would have, if they would have stayed in their Stay Hungry days, I think this band would have done a lot more in albums than what they have done. And Mr. Captain Howdy and songs like that, and You're Gonna Burn in Hell. Even made it on Pee Wee Herman. That was a fucking riot. I love that movie. Pee Wee's Big Adventure, yeah. I recommend anybody to listen to the old Twisted Sister first two albums. Rush, Moving Pictures, Tom Sawyer. I mean, there's some songs with Rush that are like, flimsy here and there. I can get through an album, though, with it, like 2012. Stuff like that. But, I mean, there's songs, and they do get epic, and they do get good, and they do kick ass. I give this three-piece band from Canada A+. And I definitely listen to any of their music besides something rather of new today. Some new bands today, like I say, and I'll keep saying it, like, I want to pull my hair out of my fucking head. Anything from Rush, check it out. But in my opinion, though, I kind of want to say, and I know I'm probably going to get flack on this, but I don't care, because Led Zeppelin now is dead to me due to their being stealing riffs. But John Bonham being one of the greatest drummers of all time, I think he's tied, or maybe even Neil Peart might be just a slight little better than him. I think so. I give Neil Peart some fucking kick-ass drumming, unique drumming. Anybody wants to hear a solo, combine them two, check them out. Give me your feedback on who you think should be the best. Because, man, I don't know, Neil Peart, boy. He's got some badass drumming. Y&T. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of this band, but I bought all the albums. And I definitely would recommend anything from these guys besides bastards. But Y&T Summertime Girls is what really kicked their asses off, I think. But I mean, a lot of their albums, and I think they got at least 5 or 6 albums out. Check them all out if you want to hear some rock. And they do kick ass in some songs. Oh yes, the Mighty Eruption, Van Halen. I was like 6 years old when this fucking album came out. And when I first heard Eruption, or any of this album at that, goosebumps came up on my back. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, I got into the album of Fair Warning, and I got my ass kicked because I scratched it because of Sinner's Swing. She looks so fucking good, so sexy, you're so fat. I had to take that album, mind you, and put the fucking record player and pick up the arm and put backwards. And I scratched it. I got my ass kicked. But this album, man, defines the fucking trueness. And I guess, yes, as the history goes, Van Halen stopped the disco era. You know, when they did Diver Down, kind of like disco, they put disco in their place. And I just can't say much more about Eddie and Dave and all of them. They're just fucking unique, badass. Some of theirs you buy. I don't care if it was Sammy or with Dave. All good. All good. You can't go nowhere wrong picking up a Van Halen album. Just like AC/DC. Badass. Mr. John Michael Osborne. Mind you, all my kids have his middle name. And Blizzard of Oz. Oh, man. Now, besides Eddie, comes Randy. And when I heard this guy's guitar playing, I kind of went south on Eddie and picked up on Randy. And when I would see in the old Hit Parade heavy metal magazines, Eddie Van Halen versus Randy Rhoads, I'd be like, motherfucker, Randy Rhoads, whoop your ass. But it sucks. I remember this on the radio, clear as day, when that man fucking died in a plane crash. I was in the back seat listening to it in the car, and I was crying. Because I was like, what? Oh man, you can't be serious. I said, all this good fucking music this guy put out. Everything he did. It was like, you want to shake your head, Diary of a fucking Madman. Oh man, that is a Test of Time album for me. And that song, Diary of a Madman, I feel as if my life is that madman. Every day, it's always good to listen to that song when I'm down and out, because it brings me up. Because if it wasn't, I would probably be fucking dead. If it wasn't for all music, I'd probably be dead. Because I wanted to get to the next album to stay alive, to hear it. And that's what music did for me. Down the last... Oh. Story behind this. For those about to rock. 7 years old or 8. My older brother, one of the best accomplishments. If I'm saying that right. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I always look up to him for this. Other than that, he threatened to fucking kill my kid about 4 years ago. And I haven't been around him ever since, pretty much. I did recently start talking to him, but the coldness stands in between us. But what he did for me on this, he brought me home a fucking shirt at a concert. He used to do a lot of shit for me. He used to give me stuff back in the day like big brothers should do. I mean, it wasn't the gift of the shirt that he gave me. It was like, wow, he gave me something from a fucking concert. That's how close we were back in the day. My mother went out and bought the record, mind you. My second oldest brother, the prick, stole my shirt. And I know he did. You fucking bastard. But, oh man, the songs on this, when I got it and started listening to it, man, Evil Walks. You know, Inject the Venom, I used to play that, and I scratched my own record playing that because ain't no mercy for the bad if they want it. Ain't no mercy for the bad if they pee. What the fuck? I'm like, this guy's saying pee. I had to play that back a few times because me and my friends used to get sit there and laugh. Especially when you say sinners swing, fuck off, and she looks so fucking good. No, man, swearing back in the day is like, holy shit. Infectious Grooves, one of the many tapes I got for working at Record Town. My sister-in-law gave me some promo tapes. Oh, I missed that girl. She was a good sis. And sister I never had. Used to have her stupid little arguments and stuff, but she used to give me stuff, got me a job. I was like, damn. Oh, yes, this one. I can't even fucking Abattoir. Now, this tape was one of the tapes that I bought. And, I would recommend this to anybody. The only safe place. Me, if I had a choice between new music of today and this, I'd play this. It wasn't one of my favorites, but it was somewhat some good stuff. I mean, I don't remember too much about this album because I think I only listened to it a couple times, mind you. But I want to say they sounded like Armored Saint, that 80s band or something like that. But I'd have to get back into this album to see what I missed or forgot. But me, I would listen to this before I listen to any new shit of today. Good stuff. Other than that, my last tape I have here was a blank cassette, which I'd take all these fucking tapes, take the songs that I did like off it, put it on here. But this is brand new and I never got to use it. Oh yeah, Pandora's Box. Oh yeah, cassette 3, cassette 1, cassette 2, all kinds of shit. They even got stuff back in the fucking days of their barroom days in this. But I was, some songs that I wanted on this never made it. And that's what things I didn't like about these guys. They'd always put the radio fucking songs on here. And that's the thing with albums though. If you wanted the good stuff, you had to buy it, listen to it. But Pandora's Box, if you want some good shit, hard rock and classical fucking music, the Bad Boys of Boston will always keep you. This is like a best of album anyways, but I had to make sure. I actually found another one of these at a job, so now I got 2 of them. Over here. This I found out of a job. I was thinking about getting to this, but this is what I've been saying. When I go out and talk my stories, or even tell stories or tales, this is where I got it from. This is Sherlock Holmes Collector's Edition. Original radio broadcast, of the world's famous. That means when you were a child back in the 1930s and radios were made, you would get this played on the radio to you. And I'm fortunate to have found this because this is goddamn, I think, taken off the radio, so I'm still determined to get in there and listen to that. Other than that, that was, I gotta get out of here, get my phone on the charger before it fucks up again. And what I came up here originally to do, I can't even find my fucking shirt. I lost my Indian shirt. Fucking pissed. But anyways, I'm gonna go through I gotta go through these 2 totes, so that's why I'm doing these videos. I'm thinking maybe a book is in one of these that I misplaced. And I drove by the house and looked at the Water Tick Mountain to do a drive-by out there. It is a state park. You do have to pay to get in it. So I'm gonna have to do a mapping on the phone thing, because I don't know if I'm gonna pay to get out there to get in, because I ain't got the money right now. But there's some fucked up shit going on out that way that I need to look into, and I might as well map it out on Google Maps. So, but I ain't gonna do that yet. I gotta find that book of that house. Crazy shit in that town of Ashburnham and Watertick Mountain. Until that next video, be safe, take care, and get out your fucking 80s tapes and stop blasting some real music. Today's music on the radio is nothing but one rip my fucking pubic hairs off my balls. So bad it sucks. Ooh, ee, ah.